What's going on, guys? Welcome to this new episode. So if you're looking to shop online without using your CVV code, you've landed on the right video. So in today's video, I'll be showing you how to use your credit card to shop online without even having to use its CVV code. So without any further ado, let's end this tutorial. So in case you're looking for a complete guide to shopping online without having to use a CVV code, I've dropped down a link to a complete guide that explains the complete process and tells you how you can use your credit card to shop online without having to use a CVV code. It doesn't even matter whether it's a credit or debit card. What matters is that you'll be able to use your bank card to shop online without CVV code through that guide. So make sure you check the description out. So online shopping without CVV code, is it possible? Well, actually, that depends. It depends on both the merchant you're shopping at and your financial institution or your card issuer. Why is it possible, or how possible it is to shop online without a CVV code? Well, if your bank issuer or your financial institution allows you to use your bank card to shop online without having to provide a CVV code, you'll be able to shop numerous sites without even having to provide a CVV code, because that one is not a mandatory requirement from your financial institution for any online transaction. Okay, though there are many financial institutions, or let me say a good part of them nowadays, that will typically require you to use this CVV code to actually prove that you are the one that have the card at hand at the moment of the purchase. Not all of them do require that, and if you are fortunate to bank with any of those financial institutions, then you should be able to shop online without CVV code. Also, you'll be able to shop online without having to use a CVV code if you shop at some merchants that will not require you to provide the CVV code. A good example of a merchant that usually lets you shop online without providing a CVV code in some regions is Amazon. Amazon is one of the popular, or let me say the most popular shopping retailer nowadays, and definitely you should find anything that you need from Amazon. Amazon will not in all cases require you to provide a CVV code before making a payment, which goes same for a PIN code. In a case where you will be required to provide a CVV code, it is less probable that you have to provide a PIN code. Amazon is not just the only retailer that lets you shop online without CVV code. There are so many more, even including Walmart, Target, Zappos. In fact, the list is quite long. Okay, yeah, you can see a list of stores that let you shop online without having to use a CVV code. If you need a complete list of these stores, I'll be dropping a link to them in the video description, so you can check that description for places where you can absolutely shop without having to provide a CVV code. So why can't you shop online without CVV code? I know we've discussed on the different ways that you can shop online without having to use your CVV code, but you should know that that CVV code that is on the back of your card, if not on the front of it, depending on the financial institution, is definitely one of the security measures that guarantees your card remains safe in case of any fraudulent activity. Okay, let's say someone succeeds to get your CVV code, or let me say someone succeeds to get your credit card number and expiry date. If this person does not have that CVV code, chances are very few that they will not be able to use your card, because they don't actually hold that card at hand to prove that they actually own it and use it for purchases, especially online purchases. Which is why most retailers nowadays now have enhanced features that will require you to provide the CVV code in case you want to make an online purchase. And also, financial institutions have also made it impossible in most cases for you to use a card without actually having to provide the CVV code. For sure, you can go around the PIN code if you follow a couple of steps as shown in my previous video. You will not be able to use this card to use a card without a CVV code in most cases, so you need to always bear that in mind, even with the methods I highlighted earlier. So that's just what you need to know about shopping online without using a CVV code. And this goes same for both credit and debit cards. Prepaid cards are even the worst, because they rely on this basic information to use as a banking method. Okay, so if you are looking to use a credit card without CVV code, you can use the methods I highlighted earlier if they work well in your region. You can find merchants that won't require a CVV code, even though some might require in most regions. But if they don't in your area, then you are fortunate. If they are, you are unfortunate. But you can still use it if it's that your financial institution does not require you to provide this CVV code while shopping online, which is something that is not always common in this present age. So using a credit card without CVV code is a tricky process, and you want to stick to the methods I highlighted. If they aren't possible for you, then I would suggest that you get a virtual credit card to use online without having to use a CVV code. If you don't actually want to share your actual CVV code that is linked to your traditional credit card. So we've come to the end of our video. If you found it helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and tap the notification bell to not miss any incoming content from us. Don't forget, I've mentioned important resources and highlights in the video description for you to check out, so don't miss that one out as well. I'll catch you in the next episode.